Alright guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Baz and this is WELDERFABBER. Today we're going to start this chapter. I'm hoping to get this little Kramer headstock off, as I've ordered the pins and bushes to replace and see how much plays within it once we've fitted them. But I think it might need boring, but I'm not too sure. But there is a few more cracks to repair in the inner boom that I'll get on with shortly. Callum at the moment is heading over to Lincolnshire to fit the wash ramp. Here's our Darrow.
Go eat. How are we doing?
How you doing, bro? All right. I've got your cap. Oh, good man. I left my cap at Dan's house yesterday because we had the kids all weekend. And
What's this?
That is the new pocket cam.
Whoa, that's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, so that pretty much locks on your face and follows you around wherever you go. And the reason why I bought that is because this one I'm using is playing up. It's locked on you there, Dan, can you see it?
Oh yeah, it's cool.
Locked on your face, that now. It'll just follow you around that, wherever you go.
That's this.
Yeah. So we did notice a little bit of flickering within the videos in the last couple of weeks, and we decided to get the new Pocket Cam 3, as this is the Pocket Cam 2. So yeah, I want to get that headstock off today. Well, get the pins and bushes ordered, see how quick I can get them in. And we're going to give it a full service whilst it's in here. So I'll give it a birthday and send it back to the customer all fresh. Now then, I did get some paint to paint that back end before I put the boom back on, but it was a million miles out. I did actually paint it yellow and then thought, nope, it'll look better grey, and we'll get some proper paint for it at a later date. So I'll get some paint for that before it goes back to the customer and give that a bit of a lick. So what I am going to do now, guys, I'm going to retire the Pocket Cam 2, which is what I'm on now, and I'm going to switch over to the Pocket Cam 3. So now I'm on the Pocket Cam 3. I don't know if you can see a difference within the picture quality. I have no idea. We'll find out when it comes to the video going out. It looks much easier to use though. Another set of guards. Now I get it that these guards will be getting a little bit boring for you, so I'm not going to put too much on cam with them. We'll just bang them, get them fabbed together and get them on the machines, and then maybe show you when they're on the machines. There's a couple of sets there. I'm going to go over to Lincolnshire at some point, either today or tomorrow, just to commission the ramp, make sure everything's good. For the customer Steve at MHD, I'll also go and see Darren Howell whilst I'm over there at DMJ. Well, let's go and check my emails.
How we doing, director? It's now 5 o'clock in the morning. Me and Dazza are going to go and fit this wash ramp.
That's the one. Let's do it.
Aren't we? We've got 154 miles to cover this morning, so we should arrive on site around 8 o'clock. So, director, I'll take that camera off you. Thank you very much. You have a good day.
So I'm just in the office now, just checking the emails, which is what I do every morning. And there's a job in here that the guy has actually paid a deposit on. Steve Allard and Son, the company is called. And I'm dealing with a guy called Lewis. So hi Lewis, if you're watching this. And what he's got a stone cutter. And I'll just show you now. So that is a stone cutting machine there. Can you see the blade there that runs across this bed horizontally? Now then, that bed can turn 180 or 360 degrees, I'm not sure, but my concern is that saw blade there is 450mm from there down to there. Alright, so if we look at it from there down here, we've got about 450. Alright, so what he wants is a frame to go on there, go across there, so he can stand his stones up. So I've done a little bit of a sketch here to give you a bit of an idea. So if his stone is 450mm, so we're going to have to allow a bit of clearance here, so I'm like allowing 40mm. So I'm thinking of getting some heavy wall, say a 30mm box. I'm going to make a hinge out of some like 30mm tube with like a 20mm solid bar, so it's got a heavy duty hinge. We're going to make it all within a frame. We're going to put 2 box sections on either side, so that will be the bed is actually 2.5 meters long, so that can be 2.5 meters long, and we'll put some fixing points on it that will fix down to this side here. So it will make it detachable so we can take it on and off. Now then, the idea is, when you put a stone on here, so you got a solid stone on there, yeah, you want to be able to cut that stone at 25 degrees, or maybe even a little bit less, whatever it needs to be. Right, so we need to make this adjustable. So I'm thinking of putting some turnbuckles in it, 2 turnbuckles. You know, we could put rams in it, we could do all different kinds of designs. We're just keeping it simple for now until we get a design that works. And I think that will work. So that if there's a box section at each side of that frame, that will lock off, and you can use your turnbuckles to adjust your angle. So this is actually an order. They have actually paid a deposit. So this is something that we can get on with and order materials for, and a job moving forward. There's also a Volvo in here that has a snap boom. More track guards. More track guards. A Volvo with a snap boom. A skid steer that needs it's got a worn out bottom end within the skid steer, so I'll show you again. So these are all the jobs that want doing these. See how it's worn away there? Yeah. So we'll have to replace all the worn out sections. You see how it's completely worn that whole away. That frame again needs boring, so we'll have to basically remake all this bottom end. So that's coming in. We've got a JCB telehandler bucket outside that needs a floor in it. We've got a fuel tank downstairs that needs like a canopy making with a door in it to allow for a generator system to run the pump. So yeah, there's plenty going on here at the moment. Just getting my morning haulie in. Now, they've brought a milkshake out. And I'm going to go into more detail on that because I let the kids straight out this weekend. A healthy milkshake. So I mean, I drink a lot of milkshakes as in protein shakes. Now then, this is like a vitamin shake, if you will. I'll go into more detail on that later. So yeah, I'll go through a few more of these emails and then hopefully I'll get myself onto that. Oh, I've got to go over to this morning now. Sure, I've got a meeting on site. That's what I mean, you see, by taking too much work on, you've got to be careful. James Ainsker, one of the ex-bosses of Ainsker Crane. I've got to go to his house and look at a job. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff here, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, we'll crack on, guys. I'll not bore you with talking anymore, and I'll send you over to Callum and show a bit of footage of him offloading the ramp and installing the ramp.
So me and Daz have just arrived. It's just gone about 8 o'clock, hasn't it?
Good morning, the world.
The lads are already on with offloading. They're not hanging about this morning. We've definitely got a busy day on our hands, I think. That's Tom, one of the owners, I think, he said he were. It's going to go on this concrete pad here. I'm sure Baz told us where it was going to go. The step end's going to sit just nicely there, and hopefully the ramps will finish somewhere around the back end here. So I'll get the time lapse up of us unloading the wagon, and we'll come back to you in a little bit. So it's now, what time is it now, Daz? It's 2:30. 2:30, and we've just finished bolting this down to the floor. We've got the steps on, as you can see. You just spin camera around there, Daz. All the bolts are tight. The customer is going to grout around the base plates and over the top of the bolts. Whatever isn't quite touching the floor because of the unevenness is packed up, like you can see under that one there. He is also going to blast and paint this ramp to look a lot better. He's going to paint it his MHD blue, as he calls it, and obviously move the massive pile of planing so that he can use the ramp, which it's going to be handy. I mean, it's, what is it, 18.5 metres overall length. So it's a good old ramp. I think Baz is going to come possibly next week and commission this once it is painted and the planings are moved, so that he can just sign it off with the customer, make sure the customer's happy. So me and Daz are going to get back to the yard now. It's now, like I say, it's probably a good 3 or 4 hour drive back with traffic at this time. So come on, Daz, let's get going here. Call it a day.
Good shift.
Let's go.
So all the pins are ordered for the little framer here. So I'll just show you the telly bucket that's coming. and I'm going to head over to MIM at Manchester to collect an edge for it. The bucket is coming from Barton Contractors. They are quite a local company to us. JCB bucket. We've got a crack there, and we've got a rip in the floor. So we'll get a new edge for that. All this steel work here is going to the galvanisers today. Be good to get this lot out of the way. We can have a tidy up in the yard. Have a good tidy up in the workshop. But for the next jobs moving forward. So I'll jump in the Defender, put the trailer on and go and pick the edge up. Trailer hooked up. And before I leave, Press and Scania have just dropped this tank off. So Tobias, our tab, we're going to weld this tank up, and as you can see, it's obviously had something trapped in between the side rail to damage the tank and puncture a hole. So we don't know which one of these is actually leaking. We aren't putting a bit of diesel in and turning the tank over. So as the tank's been cleaned out, we might as well just leave it, fill these holes in and put a patch over it. So we'll use a little Kemper TIG set, run on pure argon. Cal's now using the, Tab is now using the Techman head screen. Good head screens these. So pretty much all the boys have got a Techman now. Some have different brands. So that's pretty straightforward enough. I'll show you that when we get back. You alright with that, Tab? Come on. Let's head over to Manchester. Okay, so on my way to MIM, Manchester, I've just landed. I've just received another order for a wash ramp up in Carlisle. So I'm going to have to go and have a site meeting about that. But it's for a 27 load capacity. So we'll have to change it up a bit on the calc side of things. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to design it a different way, so a completely different way, so it's a little bit better content for you guys, and I think it might be a little bit easier for us to make. I've just got something in my head. I just need to pass it with an engineer just to make sure it's all good to go, but I think it'll be a really good way of doing them. And I'd like you to tell me in the comments when we do eventually build it, what you think of the design. So I'm always constantly thinking of how better to design something, how up to the, always over spec something if possible. And I've just got a right good idea in my head, so we'll see. Anyway, we're at MIM. I think they've just put it on the trailer for me. Yes, they have. That's that little edge for the telly bucket in the yard. So I'm actually really buzzing that we just got that order, and more work. Too much work is better. And what I will do on this one, I think I'll get a couple of DTM lads to give us a lift fabricating it. Back to the yard. So just back in the workshop, drop the trailer, and we might as well go over and see the guys for the next wash ramp. So Penrith, Carlisle way. So it's only an hour and a half. 2 o'clock in the afternoon now, so we might as well get it boxed off, get it measured up, get the deposit in the bank, number one, and then we can move forward from there. So next stop, Penrith. So I've just arrived in Penrith at Metcalfe Logistics, and these are some of the trucks that will be going on the next wash ramp. So this is why it needs to be a bit more heavy duty. As you can see, these trucks must weigh over 25 tonnes. So I've got a lad in cab here now, and I just want to see what they lift up like on the suspension. I want to know what clearance that is from the bottom of that low bar there. We'll take some dimensions of the lengths and the height. So this will make a difference to the angle of the ramp to your normal 8-wheelers. I'll tell you something, they've got some nice trucks about them anyway. I've never heard of them before. And this is only one of the yards. Right, let's go and take a look where the wash ramp is actually going. So this is where the wash ramp's going to be positioned. At that end here now. So we've got the 2 wash bays and your interceptor underneath. And it's basically going to start on this line here and run that way 16, 17 metres. So they're going to level this up, build it up with concrete so it's all nice and plumb. At the minute that's running down a hill by about 3 foot. So we'll leave a metre gap here and then a metre for your stairs, and then you'll walk up your stairs, get out your cab and down. So they've got a lot of tackle about them, these men. So as you can see, there's quite a big fall there. So I thought I'd take the opportunity, get myself over today, speak to the main man in a minute and see if we can get that dipper in bank. That's the number one first step. For you young ones in business that are starting out, this is how you do business, yeah? Meet the customer, get the deposit, get the material in, get the next payment in, get it finished, get your final payment in, then get it to the job and fitted. Just for you young ones that are trying to learn, that's how you do it. Just back in the workshop. So we've got this telehandler bucket in now. It needs a new edge on it. And a floor repair. So this is for like a local farmer. Doesn't want to spend big money on it, just a new edge on it and repair and just weld that crack up basically. So that's straightforward enough. So that is the edge that I picked up from MIM. We've also got another set of track guards running through. And we've also got Friday Frank. So Friday Frank has now started with his full time. He's come a little bit earlier than he expected. You alright, bud?
Yeah,
Is it good to be on board?
Oh, yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Good fun. Just flipping a bucket. So that is the position that the bucket needs to be in to cut that edge off. And what we'll do, we'll go 50 mil down because we've got a 200 mil edge going on it. So Friday Frank, full time.
Yeah,
All right, so how come you left so early?
getting bored. I wanted to get in, get interested.
Now then, this is the best way of getting into a job anywhere, by doing what he's done. So he approached us, did a couple of weeks for free, didn't you?
Yeah.
And showed the initiative, showed us his skill level, showed us it as a good welder. And so now it's time to take him to the next level and show him what we're all about, basically. And he'll go under Callum's wing there. Cal's just making some brackets. And this is our DTM dog.
Look at colour of him.
Milo. Where's he been?
Been outside at yard.
Is he?
Loves it outside, don't you? Huh? You just Bob Dylan.
And then these are a proper little dog, these. Proper little doggies are Milo. So we do have an Ivies for him when he's wandering about,
Yeah.
don't we?
Go on. Stays with me though.
Always follows his dad around.
Do it. Good boy. Yeah. Oh, we having sausage butties today. Sausage butties.
Sausage butties today. How's that staircase going on, Dan?
Alright, yeah. Getting there slowly but surely.
Should we have a look?
Yeah. Can do.
We've also got the headstock off the Kramer. We're just waiting on some pins and bushes coming in for that before we can move forward. They should be in any time. Now then, look at the finish on this. I'm quite impressed myself with that, Dan.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
So you've actually sanded that down with some...
Well, you've got what's the process on this now? Did we go with 36 grit, then 60s? You've gone to a conditioning pad and then de-aired it. Yeah. What are them on the 320s? Yeah. 320s. 100. So there's about 4 or 5 different stages they've gone through to get to descale it and keep it dead flat. There's still a couple, I think they're just turning it now to do the bottom side. So there's a couple of little bits in the corners that they're going to dress up and just get that edge right. And then yeah, it's going to be good. Be a good job.
It'd be nice to see it once it's up, won't it, on site?
Well, they're coming to have a look at it Thursday morning, built up in here.
Are they?
Yeah, so this will be done, hopefully 100% complete come Thursday lunchtime. Well, not 100% complete, but complete before it's going to joiner's shop. Yeah.
So we got a lot of work running through the shop. We have. And I've sent the email over to the guys, the price and the terms on the next wash ramp. So I will wait for a deposit on that before I move any further forward. Basically, I won't draw it until the deposit's in the bank. We've got a bit more room in the yard now. And Darren's just getting the edge off the trailer over there. We had a load of steel here that's just gone to the galvanisers. We've got a grab bucket that's coming for a full rebuild. So that's a 4-pin Kinshofer bucket. Then look, that's 1 pin, there's 1 on each corner. So we'll take all the pins out, replace all the bushes, and see maybe them pins might need replacing as well. We're also looking at getting this yard reconcreted. I might have mentioned it previously, but it is causing us a few problems with loading, etc., because there is some big dips within that. Now then, I did look at the footage before of when we first started this chapter, and we've changed a few settings within the DJI. So apologies for that if there's a bit of If there's a bit wrong with the sound and the picture, it's because we didn't have the settings right in the DJI. We're trying to, obviously we're learning with this new DJI, it's a good thing, I tell you. I like using it. But we will master it within the next week or so if it's not mastered already. Anyway, my sandwich has just arrived. So here we got Friday Frank, full-time Frank, welding a set of guards up. Now then, these are actually going back down to Birmingham tomorrow to one of them Devlins, Doosan 225s, because Ethan has put rubber pads on a set of track pads, so he wants them raising up. Obviously if you put rubber pads on, the original ones are too close to the rubber, so they have to be bigger. Daz is on with the telly bucket. Is it really thin, that floor, Daz?
Yeah, it's worn away somewhat. It's like 2 million plates.
So that's really thin, but they don't want to replace the floor, all they want is the edge changing and welding the cracks up, and like we'll have to fill that in. They are only a cheap bucket, these, cheap JCB telly bucket. And Cal's on with the Kramer, repairing the cracks on the Kramer. So he'll apply a bit of heat to this now. You see the it's cracked there, and it's cracked up here, and the crack runs right across there, although you can't see it now, but you will be able to see it once the heat is applied. And again, drill a little hole at the end of the crack, and then gouge it all out, and then weld it all up. So it'll be interesting to see how much plays in this headstock once the new pins and bushes are in. See if any of it needs line boring. So I'll try and get the customer to come and pick this up in a couple of hours. It won't take long to do that. I'm impressed with Frank's welding so far. Frank, always keep that close to you. Yeah, good man, when you're welding up bench. And look, he's got my old mask. My old Quantum helmet. That is now yours, Frank. Alright, bud. And we just had some new overalls delivered. 6 sets. Port West. So you can hear that welder running now, that's in spray transfer, running about 290 amps. As you can see, that extraction working nicely there. Good. So when it comes to extraction, it's all about everybody else within the workshop not just the guy on the welder. So we are looking at getting a big extraction unit on the wall with fans and arms coming out of it. And we've also got some fans here that we've just got some cowlings to make and put in the side of the building. So we'll have extraction all around the building. The lad's health is the #1 priority in here. This is Amy.
Busy.
Sorting out our computer, busy as ever. Aren't you, sweetheart? So, me and Marlo are just going to go and see how lads are getting on at workshop. JJ?
Hello.
You outside, lad?
Hello, lad.
Good stuff. Make sure you get that boxed off today. Marlo's got his IVs on. And your pal, yeah. Got to keep him safe. See what the boys are doing. Are you turning this over now? Getting ready to build it up? Yeah, you are. Safety first, lad, safety first. You alright, Tab?
Not bad, mate.
What's the plan with this now, bud?
We're on the last bit of polishing, last bit of dressing, a little bit of fettling it, we're going, that'll be getting bolted in the next hour, that'll be going.
You reckon we'll get it up on there today?
Hopefully, we'll stop a bit tonight.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna build this staircase up now on this jig. Get it ready for joiners to come in on Thursday morning. All the treads and everything are going to get welded on tomorrow. Marlo, come here, pal. Got to watch the dog don't get trapped under the forklift. Yeah, so we'll get all the treads and landings and everything welded on tomorrow. Me, Baz and the director are going to Birmingham to that lower, can't remember what it's called, LAMMA, I think it's called. See what deals and stuff we've got on there. Should be a good do. Yeah, grand. Make sure you get that rattled today, JJ. Good lad. Back in my office, and there's another job coming for price in here that pretty much we can get on with because they can't really find somebody else to do it. And it's off an XCMG machine. Now I think that's a Chinese machine. Looking at this writing, I'll show you what I mean. So the green is the extra counterweight balance that needs to be made, fabricated. So I've got these drawings. So I'll have to get a translator to translate that writing for me. But that's pretty much it. Now, the customer says we can make it out of plate and then fill it with concrete, or it can be a solid lump, but it can weigh no more than a ton. So there's a bit of working out to do here. I'm just trying to get my head around these drawings. See, this is a little insight of what you don't really see that I do when you see the lads doing the work. I'm doing the other work in the background to keep them busy, you know. So we've got 28 fabricate coming back in for another week, and Friday Frank's here full time and he's doing a good job down there. So yeah, I'll try and get my head around these drawings, get a price over, and hopefully start fabricating this in the next week or two. So now Cal's got it prepped. Can you see how he's drilled holes? Probably take that a little bit more out, Cal.
Yeah?
Yeah. Maybe tuck into it a little bit more so you're going right through. Yeah? So that weld will pass right through the material. Like you have done there, going up.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I've got a little bit more to take out the other side yet as well.
Let's have a look. Yeah.
Put a bit of preheat on first.
But when it comes to welding cracks, you need to go right through the material, so the weld will go right through the material to give you a full pen weld. Yeah?
Yeah.
Still trying to get used to this DJI. Alright mate, I'm just looking. Yeah, yeah. Nothing fancy about this, just a quick job. Like I said, the customer's going to come and pick that up later on. Whilst I'm doing some more pricing here, I've just had Metcalfe Plantair on the phone, and they've just paid the deposit for wash ramp number 5. So I'd like to say a big thanks to Steve and Nigel from Metcalfe Plantair for making it happen, and making it happen speedily, as I like to say, speedy payments. And once again, you know what, you get your deposit. We'll get another payment halfway through the job, and we'll get the final payment as and when it lands on the trailer before it leaves the building. Yeah. Now then, like I say, I just give this advice to the younger generation that are getting into business, because Dan, you just had one go on you today, have you?
What's that?
Have you just had a company go bang on you today?
Yeah, luckily we didn't do any work for them though, we just priced and stuff.
Right, and that was an Instagram job. That was a job that came off Instagram, wasn't it?
Yeah,
oh,
something you passed over, yeah.
Got DTM dog doing some pricing.
We're doing some snoozing.
You're doing a bit of pricing there, Barlow.
As soon as Andy goes home, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll not mention any names, but a company that got in contact with me, I passed the job over to Dan because we were too busy at the time.
Staircases, weren't it?
Dan went down to Birmingham to price the job, and that was what, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago?
I bet it was November time.
Was it? 5 weeks ago then.
Around then, yeah. I mean, I've not heard off the customer that they've gone bump. It was one of their customers that we priced one of the staircases for that's got onto us.
Right.
So, and he's told me that they've gone bump.
So
But it happens, doesn't it?
This is a typical example of what I'm talking about. This is why you've got to get a dipper. This is why you've got to get your dipper up front before you start the work. That's a typical example, yeah. You know, and a message to all DTM customers. Now that I'm getting involved with DTM, his payment terms are changing. Yeah, that's what's happening. Do you know what I mean? So I've already been in contact with a few of them. Now I've got to get into contact with the rest of them. But that's just the way it is. And if they don't agree to our payment terms, then I'll just fill him up with work. No problem at all. I'll just miss a call. Alright, so we just landed at the LAMMA show, 8:30 in the morning. Zone A. God knows where we're going, but I've never been to NEC before.
N5 Zone A, don't forget that.
That's where the car is.
So what we're doing on a bus now.
I think we've got to jump on a bus and go and have a wander around, see what crack is.
Brought our air conditioning engineer wheels, haven't we? Chad?
Yeah, so we thought we'd go and check out LAMMA and show a bit of support towards WELDERFABBER because they've given us a lot of support this year, so we give a little bit back. All right, bud, so tell us a little bit about this.
Okay, this is a grassland aerator. It's for basically reducing compaction in grassland.
Yeah.
It can be used most of the, late spring all the way through to autumn. And the idea is basically basic physics. Weight and speed equals kinetic energy.
Yeah.
And what you're looking to do is put as much weight down as little points as possible. So if you look along the line of the drum, you will only see there's 3 points hitting the ground at one stage, down through there. And then basically, what you're trying to do is open up the ground for air, moisture to get into the taps of the roots, to stop water runoff, and to increase the use of fertiliser, manure and everything else. So if you do aerated first and then add slurry or fertiliser, when you get your rain, and everything else is going to run down into the slots, which then goes to the taps of the roots.
Right.
Which is where you want to be.
So, I mean, the reason you don't know who I am, I'm Baz, I'm from WELDERFABBER.
Right.
I basically repair farm equipment or anything to do with agricultural stuff.
Right.
Anything to do with steelwork, to be fair.
Yeah.
I'm here with WELDERFABBER UK.
Okay.
But we're getting into more farm repairs, like I was at Tom's farm last week.
Yeah.
Looking at some jobs that he needs repairing. So basically, I'm trying to build a little bit of knowledge about all farm machinery.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to go around a few different people today and get as much information as I can.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? But mainly look at how things are fabricated and put together from my perspective. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And that to me looks like it's been put together well.
Well, the idea is it's strong enough that it doesn't break.
Yeah, yeah.
It's being used at high speed, so it has to be built well.
How fast does it spin?
A fellow YouTuber managed to do 40k on one field, but that's not really recommended. Ideally, no. Martin Williams.
Right.
Ideally, you want to be doing somewhere between 12, 18k.
Yeah.
And the faster you do, basically, is that hitting that point on the ground is no different than a hammer hitting the top of a windscreen. It will shatter to the bottom.
Right.
So that's exactly
What's they made out of, or not, George? Mild steel?
Trade secret.
That's mild steel then.
No, it's not.
Is it not?
No, it can't be because mild
That's
steel.
355.
No, it's more than that.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right.
It basically. It's not Hardox.
Redex.
It's harder. It's better than Hardox.
It'll be 400 bin L, won't it?
I'm not going there. I can't go there, right?
Yeah.
I have legalities. I can't go there because
That's what I need to know. Things like that. What's that made out of?
we sister with an American company and they're very specific on the blades and everything else. So.
If I come to repair one of them, I'll use Hardox.
But it won't last as long.
Will it not?
No.
Right, so it's stronger.
2 to 1.
So it's harder wearing. Is it? That must be a good material then.
It is good material. The company who makes them ship them all out to America as well. So
I presume you'll sell these bits?
Yeah.
So well done.
Yeah. If a customer has it, because it should in theory last 7-8 years before you want to refurb the blades.
Yeah.
So what we would end up having is we do a service exchange on the drum.
Yeah.
So we would say to them, okay, you want to replace your blades, they've gone down to say 2 inches.
Yeah.
We would basically build a new drum back in the workshop, take that to the farm, take the old one out, put the new one in, and then this is actually a refurb drum anyway.
Straightforward enough, isn't it? Cut off well done. Yeah. Straightforward enough, cut off well done.
Yeah, it's treated twice.
It'll just be heat treated,
Heat treated twice and pressed. To be fair, there's something in Britain we actually can be proud of. That we've got a company who know what they're doing with the blade.
Good.
And there's nobody else quite like them in Europe, really. And they ship all over the world. So
anyway,
nice to meet you, sir. All right, and I know who to call now if I need a repair.
Any repairs anywhere, anytime.
Where are you based?
We're based in Preston.
Oh, even better for me.
Just round the corner from Tom.
Are you? Oh, okay, cool.
Here we are with the main man again. He was on the channel
Baz.
a few weeks ago.
Did the video do alright?
Yeah, good.
We watched the amount of people that said, "What are you getting done at the farm?" Because they watch. It's mad, the crossover.
I mean, I've come here today basically to learn more about farm equipment because obviously we're getting into repairing farm equipment.
Yeah.
So I need to soak as much in as possible. Do you know what I mean?
Heavy-handed farmers that break everything, touch it.
Yeah.
Me being one of them.
Yeah.
So there's a thing that around the yard. It's not been Pemberton proofed yet. Just because you're always busy, you're always running around, and sometimes you'll try and do that shortcut and it'll just be bang and break it with my bird poo welds.
So we'll get that shear grabbing anyway and have a play with it whenever we don't know what to do, which I don't know when that'll be, but we'll have a play with it.
Well, it sounds like you're getting busier and busier.
Flat out, mate. Honestly, flat out. Anything that we put on the channel, I mean, we use the channel to gain our work, basically. Instagram, YouTube, that's where we get all our work from. Do you know what I mean? And things like this.
And you've grown, so I didn't realise. So I've only known Baz for probably about 2 weeks, but then you watch back the videos, what's going on. So you started from literally not nothing, but nothing to a degree, 12 months ago? Less than? It's mad, the growth. 7 months, absolutely mad. And 40,000 subscribers. This guy is growing incredibly. Also, everyone watching.
And the director's on the cam today, so as you can see, I'm not on the footage, doing the footage. Whereas Tom does it all himself.
All myself.
I don't know how you managed to do that all by yourself.
So I just do it. Yeah, I don't really like the clip, so this is just covered in concrete, everything. You have to beep that out, director. I'm sorry, I don't know if you swear on yours. Just do it all. I need to get an editor, but I just not found someone who edits like me, and I've been doing it 7-8 years now. So I need someone who has been watching the YouTube channel for probably 2 or 3 years, and they know it all. But
we're actually looking at getting another editor for him.
Really?
Well, we've got 4 or 5 lads on road. So, you know, we've got that much filming going on, we need to produce more content. You know?
So I think I went to bed about 12:30 Monday night, was up for 4:30 to milk cows, and it's just, you just lose sleep. And like, I'm getting to the point where I should have got an editor 3 years ago. But...
Well, he's up all night editing when I'm out all day working.
Anyway, how do you find the show so far?
Yeah, it's good. Apparently there's a big bucket build up there, director, that we've got to go and look at,
Big bucket.
A big digging bucket. So I've not seen it yet, but we're going to go and take a look at it. All right,
cool.
mate?
Right, have a good day. Catch you in a bit.
Cheers.
See you, director.
All right, guys, so here we are. We've landed at the Welfast stand. And then we work alongside these guys very closely. As you can see, this is the Techman helmet that we've just got for all the boys. And that is the table that we've got with a different head on it over there. This is Gavin.
Hi, guys.
Main guy, one of the main guys that I speak to. Alan, what's this?
So this is our, we're just relaunching our CrossArc branded machines. So CrossArc is a entry-level welding machine, really good value for money. There's about 30 different power sources in the range, starting from little 160 amp MIGs all the way through to things like this. So what we've got here, guys, is a 500 amp separate MIG. It's 500 amps at 60% duty cycle. This particular one's an air-cooled one, but we can install you the water cooler at the bottom.
Right, so I presume that'll be the water-cooled bit.
That's it, yeah.
So if you buy an air-cooled set, that'll come like that.
For storage and that,
in,
That's it, keep your head screen in there.
Idea.
Yeah.
So, when am I going to get one for demo?
We'll run one in next week, let you have a bash. That's it, yeah.
That'll do.
Yeah.
That's how close we are. Do you know what I mean? That's how close we are.
Yeah.
So we'll take a look at the set that we've got.
Yeah.
Is that a bigger set or a smaller set?
No, so what that is, so that's the CrossArc 493. This is the 393. This is just a 350 amp machine, just air cooled. But again, if you're running up to a 1mm wire all day in, all day out, absolutely perfect. All these are supplied, you know your M5W torch as well? All these have the M5 torches on, the industrial ones.
Arc Technology.
Arc Technology, yeah.
Brilliant torches.
Yeah.
Brilliant torches.
So your brands at the top then, lads, we've got TechServe, that's the cutting tables. MWA, these are welding electrodes that we manufacture in Cannock. WeldPlas, obviously that's part of the tables. CrossArc, powered by WeldFast, that's the welding and cutting machines. Then finally, Sabora Group. So the Sabora Group machines, these are made in Italy, and this is the brand that you've got for your workshop machine.
Yeah. Let's take a look at that,
Yeah.
Here's another one, director. Here's another one at Main Men. So this is our set that we've got.
It is. It is.
And what a good set it is, to be honest with you. Really good.
So,
You know, we had one of these on demo, and it was that good, we had to buy one.
yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So what you got here is a 400 amp Synergic machine, but it's 400 amps at 100% duty cycle, so it's a proper workhorse.
Yeah.
It comes water cooled at standard. Although you don't run yours with the Pulse program, we can upload these with Pulse as well. So if you ever want Pulse at any point, I can put your Pulse on here. You get standard Pulse, but you get Pulse HD as well, which introduces 30% extra filler material.
Right.
So that could be a consideration
Pulse
moving
isn't something we
forward.
really use, but really we should use it.
It's a hot process, it's spatter free, but it can give a nice appearance to the weld.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a bit of a different sound to it, isn't it, Joe?
It's a very hot process, so you do have to be careful.
Yeah. This little set.
So that there, guys, that's a little Cibora single phase AC/DC. So it's 230 amps, single phase, water cooled. So this is ideal for people that don't have the 3-phase in the workshops. So it's a full professional machine. There's all the different wave formats on there. Proper industrial machine.
Yeah. So we got the 130 amp Cibora plasma cutter, and then we upped it to the Max Pro 200 for the plasma table, which gives us a clean 30mm cut. Now then, we're going to try it on the 50. We're going to try it on the 50, but we're going to pull it in from the side, so we're not piercing. So we're not piercing. We're going to see how it cuts. Yeah, we might have to add a bit of oxygen.
It'll do it, but you do need to edge start, because with your Max Pro, the thickest it'll pierce is 32mm.
Yeah.
So, but it should do it.
Right, Gav, let's have a look at this little table.
Yeah, ideal, lads.
This is about a little starter, wasn't it?
It's cracking, yeah. So
I made a YouTube video.
the cutting area on this is 1.5 by 1.5 meters.
Yeah.
In a nutshell, it takes half a sheet. So this little one here, we've done really well with these for colleges and schools and learning facilities, but also small fabrication companies as well. It's a great startup machine. So the show deal on this today, for the machine and a plasma that cuts 15mm, it's 15 grand. So value
Is that
for
without
money.
the 45?
I can either put a 45 on it that does 12mm,
I prefer.
yeah, or a Cibora 70 amp machine that does 15 for the same money. So that's just down to what people prefer. Like yours, this is a waterbed to capture the fume. Cracking machine. It's the same software as yours, exactly the same. So although it's only a baby machine, this has all the bells and whistles that yours has as well.
I like this arm, though.
Like that.
I like that, yeah.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah, ours is a big
Yours
unit.
is a big freestanding
Can we not get
one.
an arm like that for us?
We've actually upgraded the design now, which I'll show you on the next table.
Let's have a look.
We've changed it now.
Gav, cheers for that, my mate.
Cheers, pal.
Alright, now this is my right-hand man. We should say Cal's right-hand man when it comes to it.
Thank you very much.
And we need it. So, this is what a lot of people have been asking about, Mike. So you explain what the process is here.
Okay, so a lot of people have been saying, why do you cut two separate parts? So this is common line cutting. So what we do here is it cuts all the holes, and it'll do what we call a staircase cut. So one cut does both sides. So
I've noticed that in the comments a lot. While we get a skeleton frame.
Yeah, so the issue is that if you do use common line cutting, you use the line down the centre, then one side of the cut is slightly better than others. But if you make it a floor plate or something that's going for the ceiling, it doesn't matter. People don't notice. But it'll reduce the cut time by maybe 40%, and your scrap is zero.
Zero scrap.
Yeah, so
it's saving time and money.
Time, money, play, everything, energy.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a no-brainer, really.
What's crack here? Why have I not got one of these?
Because this is a new thing.
I want one of them.
Well, yeah, we'll have to talk about it.
I want one of them. And would that be easy to put on eyes, Mike?
Yes, yeah, you can have a gas torch. So the idea of the gas torch is you can then swap the thing over, and you can cut up to about 150mm with that.
Right, so it's a quick
Is it a quick process or not?
Yep,
Is it,
super
is it
easy.
just a long process to set it up?
Super easy to swap it over, and the machine knows about gas cutting, so it'll automatically set the gas pressures and flows itself. So all you need to do is just trim the little valves to give you a flame, blue flame about so long, set it to it.
So we're looking at cutting 50mm at the moment, but we'll have to come in from the side to cut 50mm.
Yeah, you do that on your you do that on your plasma with an edge start. If you're doing thicker, you'd consider doing it with gas.
Well, what thickness? 150mm?
150 on that one. Yeah. Well, that torch will actually do 300, but you wouldn't want to push.
Is that a
the
Harris
machine.
nozzle in there?
Harris VVC. Yeah.
Right. Thank you very much, Mike. So one thing I do want to point out about Weldfast is customer service is second to none.
Thank you very much.
Whenever I need him, he's on phone, or Cal's on phone, isn't he? Cal usually rings him at 7 o'clock at night.
He sends me Instagram messages with little pictures and stuff.
And he sorts it out for us. So that's where we're lacking at the moment, is learning how to use that side of it. You know what I mean, the CAD side of it. But we'll get somebody in eventually to do it full time. But at the moment, Mike's the man for us, because that's all we do. We just ring you, don't we?
Yep.
Ring you as and when we need you.
Bribe me with sweets.
Yeah.
It's fine.
All right, bud. Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
And we'll sort one out for me soon, yeah?
I'll think about it, yes.
Yeah. Come on. I can't actually believe how big this gaff is, yeah? So it's more like a hill head, but inside. Take a look. I mean, some of these tractors are out of this world. Check this one out. And I know nothing about tractors, by the way. Well, I'd say our Luke would love this. Luke Forrester, that is. And probably Lee Reynolds, who is actually working in our workshop today on the Kramer, doing it a full service. For instance, look at this combine. This is what we need to get into, Dan, working on stuff like this.
Yeah, definitely.
We need a bigger workshop, though.
Like Spiroflex and all that, isn't it? All this type of stuff. Is it Spiroflex? Can't remember what it's called.
I don't know, but I bet there's big money in repairing them.
It's massive, this place, though, isn't it?
That's just a mini hill head inside. That's what it is.
Look at mechanics in that.
Yeah. Just pure engineering.
Yeah, perfected over the years.
Perfected. When you think you're good at something, and you look at something like this, don't you?
Well, 20 different boffins will have been into this, won't they? Remaking it, trial and error.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm hungry. Let's get something to eat. Now then, if I was going to buy a tractor, I'd probably buy a Massey. What about you, Dom?
Massey Ferguson.
Chad, what are these Masseys like?
425.
425. That is a biggie.
Big dog.
5 step 7.
They're all running on AdBlue now as well, aren't they? Crazy that.
Say that. 5 step 7.
They have to run at best of market, these men, don't they?
Born to farm.
I wonder if you'll get headstock snapping off that one. That looks a bit more substantial, doesn't it? Yeah.
I think we should buy a telehandler.
I think we should buy a telehandler, yeah.
Never touch the gear lever. I could be doing
Telehandler and a plant and a beaver tail. I think we're getting a wagon, couldn't we?
Well, the telehandler we could take on site a lot, couldn't we?
Telehandler, cherry picker,
And a
beaver
little
tail,
wagon.
Little wagon. Or maybe just calm down a bit this year. I don't know.
We'll keep rolling.
10 foot wide.
So this is one of the stands I was really interested in today. And this is Carolina from Cramp.
Hi.
All right, so these guys supply all this racking and things like this, and all the nuts, bolts, cable ties, wires, all threaded bars, everything that you can imagine in these drawers. and I'll let Carolina explain a little bit more about it for us, because we're looking at racking our workshop out with this stuff.
Yes. We have a lot of different racking options. It depends what you need. Every single rack is really flexible, and basically we can design everything for your needs. We can start from hydraulics installation. How you can see here, we have a gold towers, the starter one for hydraulics if you would like to start a business. Then we also have the fasteners. You can we have quite a lot of different options from M6 to M20, or if you need a bigger selection, we also offer the bigger boxes. If you go on this side, you can also see a lot of different attachments, and it's everything to help you to organize your space, of course, put everything in nice order, and the most important and most benefits parts
is the app.
Yes, is the application.
This is really interesting to me. So you can scan the barcode.
Yeah.
So say the lads was to come in and take 20 M20 bolts out or M20 washers, scan the code,
and it's go directly to your basket, and that's all you need to do. Just go and scan everything. It's
brilliant.
Directly.
So then we'd know what's been taken at what time, at what stage from the workshop, from each individual. That's the main thing. So, and then basically we could look at it at the end of the month and just reorder everything that's been taken out. Do you know what I mean? So, especially in sprays, nuts, bolts, washers, anything that goes on racking, grinding discs, consumables, we could stock whatever we wanted in these boxes, get a barcode for whatever it is, and just do a reorder at the end of the month. So I think we'll talk off cam a little bit more.
Yes, thank you very much.
So I'm definitely going to get some of them done. Who's this one?
Yeah, Richard, just started following you.
Have you?
Yeah, cracking channel.
Cracking channel?
Yeah.
So are you a subscriber?
I am, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
So what have you watched so far?
I've only gone back over the last couple of months, just back before I saw the Merlot one. That you did on site, fair play.
Did you like it?
Tackling that on site.
That
was a head scratcher.
That was a head scratcher and took us like 20 hours.
Did the RAM last?
But you got it done though, didn't you?
Yeah, we got it done.
Did the RAM last?
No.
Is that what you were worried about?
No, the RAM didn't last.
Yeah.
They were getting a guy in to replace the rod on the RAM.
Right.
So that was my only concern, which I put on the camera, didn't I? So the customer was well aware of that. The rod needed to come out. Let's face it, you can't just weld something like that. It needs to be machined or drilled. Do you know what I mean? One or the other. So I mean, the main thing that we went down for is to do the weld repair. Do you know what I mean? But the rod really should have been replaced.
Did you go down there previously and measure the job up?
No.
You just took the measurements off the cuff.
Well, I told him to put tape measure on it and take a picture of it.
Oh right.
So he'll send me some pictures of his tape measure, and then I just do what I do.
No, it's a good job.
Just do my thing.
Really impressed.
So yeah, it's good. We're meeting quite a few subscribers here today, and it's like good to get some feedback. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, no, you've got a good business there.
I appreciate you watching.
I like your excavator.
Track guards.
Track guards.
Yeah.
I assume that's to stop the.
It's to stop rebar coming up underneath the cab and damaging the cab.
Right. Yeah.
You know, so if a piece of rebar goes in a track pad with a piece of a lump of concrete to it, it'll pull round underneath the cab and damage all the belly pans. Do you know what I mean? Which has happened a lot badly. Callum's on site today actually
doing another one.
So I mean, just putting one video out on YouTube like that got 10 orders.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
I watched the one last night where you upgraded the plasma.
Oh yeah.
Well, cutting the 30mm plate.
We're here with these guys today. We're Wellfast. We're Wellfast UK. Yeah. So we've got a bit to do with them boys, and then we'll get back on the road for like 3 o'clock this afternoon or something, you know.
Right. And I saw your stairs.
Yeah.
Fitted?
Yeah. Not fitted yet, no, they're going up.
That's going to be a good one, that. That'll be a good one to see for you guys to watch on TV, that.
The chap that ground it for the finish, I thought he had some patience doing that.
Yeah. Honestly, the amount of discs we've gone through is unbelievable. They were still sanding it yesterday. They've put it together at workshop today, treads are going on, so should be going out to the joiner's yard tomorrow, all being well. A couple of days later than expected, but proper job.
Very good.
Job.
Appreciate you, mate, watching.
Nice to meet both of you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
See you again.
Thanks, now. We've got a bit of a celeb over here. Flaxen and Caleb. We'll see if we can shake the man's hand in a minute. There's that done. It's getting warm, isn't it? Oh, that's why it's warm. Where are we going next? Oh, I'll see if I shake his hand. Caleb, I'll shake your hand, pal.
How you doing, mate? You well?
Come on, you with me? Nice to meet you, my man. Been watching you for years. Oh, just met Jerry Clarkson. How mad's that? That's my highlight of my day. Back to buckets. What we know best. So this has been refurbished. But it's always interesting to see how people do refurbs and what it was like from original. It is. Hello. How many do I want?
Yeah.
I want a few to repair. That's because that's what I do. Do you guys do the repairs?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah? What machines are these off? What machines are these off?
What machines are these off?
Are you coming on cam?
No. I'm good, thank you. It's enough just being here.
Is it?
Yeah.
What machines are they off though?
They're built for just like the industrial quick hitch.
Are they?
Yeah.
Just any quick hitch?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's like a big JCB hitch. But depending on what machine it'll be, they all have a similar configuration where they sit on, then lock in. They're the hangers. And then that is like a big pusher that pushes like grain up into a, if you want to build a big grain pile. That. You get another big lump here. I'd like to know the capacity of that, what that'd carry. So there will be a bit mega capacity on this bucket. How you doing, mate?
Alright, you?
Good, pal.
Good.
You watch the channel?
Yeah, of course I do. I think everyone does, don't they?
I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, I think so.
How do you like it?
Yeah, I like it a lot, actually.
How many have you watched?
Quite a lot of them, but I haven't got time to watch all, like, the whole way through, if you know what I mean. Like, you're usually like an hour long, aren't you? So I'd probably, like, watch 5 minutes and then skip to another 10 minutes or then come back to it another day. So
well, that's what a lot of people will do. They'll watch a bit of it, then go back to it, then go back to it. We can see that in the analytics, what people were stop and start, do you know what I mean?
I think, say, if I'm quite busy at work, I'd probably, like, just have a flick through and just see what's going on.
Yeah.
Whereas if I was, like, in the middle of winter sat at home, I'd probably more likely to watch the whole thing.
And what do you actually do?
Farming, welding, whatever.
All
sorts, really.
Always nice to meet a subscriber. All right, my man. Cheers and thanks for watching.
It's all right, thank you.
Just trying to learn a little bit about farming here today.
Oh, yeah?
Trying anyway.
I messaged you a bit the other day about, I sent you a picture of some pallet tines on the back that want cut. I wanted to cut them off. I didn't know if you're interested in doing it.
Show me a picture. Right, so we just got back round to Belfast now, had a bit of a mooch about. It's quite a big gaff this, I tell you now. And Tony's come to meet us.
Hello, Baz.
How you doing, mate?
Yeah, good, mate. You?
So you're a subscriber of the channel?
Yep, long time subscriber.
How long have you been watching?
Since the beginning, mate. Since the early days of you.
Early days, 12 months ago?
Days, yep.
When I were at Fox?
Yep, perfect when you were at Fox, when you started all the plant work with Fox. Absolutely amazing work you done there.
Yeah.
Have you seen our Dan?
Yep, Dan, DTM, like your work, that staircase you're doing, mate, absolutely spot on at the moment.
So he's up to date, then he's up to date if he's seen the staircase videos.
Yeah.
So that we will show that being installed and fitted and when it's actually completed on completion. Do you know what I mean?
Be a while off completion, but
yeah.
Oh, that'd be good. That'd be really.
Yeah.
That'd be really good.
So since I left Fox, how have you found watching it? Because it's interesting for me to get feedback off subscribers. How with Rose?
I think since you've left Fox, your content has gone up through the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's good.
Yes, I know some of the content at the moment has been a bit samey because of the track guard. But at the end of the day, it pays the bills.
Yeah.
You've got to pay your bills.
Yeah.
So
no, we even said that, haven't we? That's why we're mixing DTM into it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We're not really showing the same thing week in, week out, so we've got to mix it up. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And what is it? Why are you in this chair, bud? Do you want to tell us or not?
So I have multiple health problems. Unfortunately, I would love to be able to do the job that you can do. I can't go near welding. I have a lung problem, so the gas and stuff, I can't have the fumes.
Yeah.
But I'm here, and I'm well enough to be here.
Yeah.
I'm here looking around the show, just having a good day out.
You're alive, that's all that matters.
That's it, I'm alive and kicking, that's the main thing.
That's all that matters. Listen, I really appreciate you coming to talk to us.
No, I really appreciate you
cheers.
taking the time out, Baz, to
Thanks
talk
for watching
to me.
the channel, yeah?
Thank you, Baz.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Cracking bit of kit. So we'll finish this chapter on the 457S, and what a great day it's been down at NEC Birmingham. Perfect day. So I've learned quite a lot about the ag game. It's been great to catch up with all the guys from Belfast. Really appreciate you guys for everything that you do for us and all the other people that we've met here today. So cheers guys, thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up, hit that notification bell and the subscribe button if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, I'll catch you on the next one.